Up next, it's an NFC South showdown. New Orleans has defeated Carolina in 8 of the last 9 meetings. Can the Panthers snap a 4-game skid to the Saints? Find out on EA Sports.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. But here we go for the first time with the Panthers offense led out by their new quarterback for 2021 in his 4th season overall now after 3 with the Jets. It's Sam Darnold.
I love how he exploded on the national scene his redshirt freshman year when at the beginning of the season he was not named the starting quarterback, but when USC was struggling, he got an opportunity, and by the end of the year, the Rose Bowl MVP, an epic shootout with Penn State, and put him on the NFL radar in a big way.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Darnold on first down. Open man is Robbie Anderson. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Darnold down to throw. And fights him off. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. we get a look at Jameis Winston ready to lead this New Orleans offense for the first time in his 7th season in the NFL and his 2nd with the Saints.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener, 5 touchdown passes. Now look, you always want to start strong, but I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 20 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line, every time they go to the bench, you tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Winston. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Winston. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Winston. He'll take his shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. He's going to take another shot here. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally. Because
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
that outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 21 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. To the air again, Darnold. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Erickson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
56, the mark, boys, 56. Check.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Dan Arnold, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Man.
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Jameis to throw it. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From the gun, Winston. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. They'll roll him out right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No return here for Erickson. Touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Now Darnold. Out left to Anderson. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. He was trying to go back to Moore there. Darnold to throw again, but now it'll be 3rd down. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now for everything here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw is Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Here's Harris to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. A good running there by Kamara on first down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And Marquez Callaway, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
Hey, let's go back, Charles, to your preseason predictions. You gave us what you thought on the AFC. How about the NFC side in 2021?
All right, how about the Washington football team winning the NFC East? I think in the North, Green Bay comes back and represents again. In the South, Tampa Bay, who finished second in their division last year to New Orleans, they win the division this time. And then out West, the Los Angeles Rams with their new quarterback, Matthew Stafford. And I like the Los Angeles Rams in an upset over Tampa Bay to win the NFC.
And then earlier you said the Chiefs on the AFC side, so who do you have here winning it all?
Well, winning it all is going back to Kansas City, baby. Patrick Mahomes for the 3rd straight year in the Super Bowl. This time he wins it, and he'll be 2 for 3.
Yeah, I think I like the Chiefs as well, CD, but man, an AFC title again, a rematch between them and the Bills. It would kind of be cool to see the Bills back on top in the AFC, but I think you're right. I've got the Chiefs in the end as well.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
68 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
To throw, Winston. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. Rosas' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. Second and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Winston. That is caught by Callaway. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Winston. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Coming left is Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Erickson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Now onto the field, here come the Panthers.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here. Need to change that here.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Darnold. His throw incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. Flush to his right. And Winston lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they bring what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Carolina getting set to take the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go.
Draw play. Darnold giving to McCaffrey.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On 2nd and 1, Darnold. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Alex Erickson there to make the grab. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead.
A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Back to throw, Darnold. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer,
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Arnold. That catch good for only a couple. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
McCaffrey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Winston and the Saints now down 24-17. 1:47 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Winston. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Winston to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Humphrey. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that is incomplete. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown. They're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Alex Erickson elects to take it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Here's Harris to return it.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. Again, it's Kamara.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A first down throw for Winston.
Open man is the tight end Troutman.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
6 yards left on second down. Winston now. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it. They don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Winston. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So with the yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Rosas' kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for New Orleans, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots.